Welcome to Chapter 2. Get your internet presence rolling.
In this chapter, we'll talk about your new social media presence, your new website, your company name, at some point how you'll incorporate the mailbox you're going to need, and the office and phone setup that are required to purchase real estate. And you got to get this stuff set up before you get that offer out in the mail because they need some place to check out. Let's take a look. The whole concept comes down to this with internet presence: reach, research, and close. Reach property owners when you send out blind offer campaigns. The first thing they're going to do when they get your letter is research you on the internet, unless they're much, much older, in which case they'll call you. So you want your internet presence to sparkle so that they can take you seriously. Then you want to give them a reason to call or email you about your offer to purchase their land so you can close them. So reach them by sending out offers. They're going to research you. You got to give them a reason to call you or contact you so you can close. Some example websites are Buwit.com, which is our website, Landio.com, which is a guy named Tori's website. He's got a fantastic website where he does very, very, very well because of how he sells property and presents himself on the internet. And then another, RuralVacantLand.com, Luke Smith's site. He does a great job with that also. Please check those sites out. Gone are the days of hiding. Well, if you're young, you probably don't know about this, but for years and years and years, it was very acceptable and encouraged to just set up a company and hide behind it. And that's just not the case anymore. People want to know who you are. Social media it's here to stay. People want to see a face. Like Jill and I, our faces are on everything, and we close a lot of deals because of that. And I'll tell you, between you and me, it's not my first choice. I'm not the biggest fan of social media, and for a lot of reasons. But it's necessary if you're going to do this and take it seriously and make some money. Like I said, they need to put a face with that offer. Think of Flo for Progressive Insurance, or that woman that wears red in the Toyota dealership. It's very appropriate for large corporations to put a face with their product now, and the face that we put with our product to purchase real estate is still our face. So you need to do some version of the same for yourself so you can start to brand yourself. Make sure that your internet presence is sending the same message throughout all these venues. So here's what you do. You set up the following so property owners and potential buyers can research you and contact you effortlessly. This is the information that'll go on your offer letters. Thousands and thousands, and in our case, millions and millions of letters have gone out with this information on it. So you want to pick places that are going to be around for a while. Your phone number, this is imperative. Without using your cell phone, purchase a phone number so you own it and you're able to forward it anywhere you choose at a moment's notice, like patlive.com. Avoid these free services like Google Voice, avoid 800 numbers, and get a number that, in general, geographically matches your address, your mailing address. 800 numbers make you look like a corporation, make you look like you're hiding around on something. Your cell phone number will you will rapidly get irritated about the number of calls that you're getting. So your cell phone number is really for your own personal use. We use burner phones a lot, but what you want to make sure you do, and the reason I'm not sending you right now to one specific place to do this and showing you how to do it, because it changes all the time. And that information will get stale very fast. So go on to Google, like you do with every single other decision that you make, or YouTube or whatever. Find a real recent video if somebody knows exactly how to do this phone number thing and follow it down the path. What you don't want to do is this. I'm only going to send out a 300-unit mailer this time, so I'll just use my cell phone. Or I'll just go get a Google voice number. It's only 300 letters, and I'll figure it out later. You really want to plan for this. While you're going through this education, this chapter 2 here about this internet presence, you really want to get this stuff. Just get it out of your life. Because I'll tell you what, when these offers come back in, I'll tell you from personal experience, You're not going to be wanting to figure out, oh, geez, probably should get a different phone number, or man, I really should have gotten a post office box. A permanent mailing address. Without using your home address, find a mailing address that you believe would be permanent. For 20 plus years, we have been mailing offers to owners using the exact same address. And every single week, actually usually daily, we've been sending letters for 20 years. And they're continually sending them back to that same mailing address and calling on that same phone number that we used on the original mailer. Your company name and .com. So search the available .coms to form your company name, like Landstay. This cool little website that I found a couple years ago called expireddomains.net. You can find great, fantastic. I can't believe I got that .com for $9 type names. Try to stick to 2 syllables. Only use .com. I mean, in some cases, maybe .net, but not really. All these new extensions, internet extensions, don't get picked up as effectively or at all. In most cases, at all. They don't get picked up on Google. And like I just said, it's currently, it's called indexing. And Google indexes websites based on a bunch of stuff. And you get really penalized if you don't have a .com or a .net in that order. Create or have someone create a simple 2 or 3 page WordPress site that makes you look like a credible buyer in the eyes of the landowner. Again, we talked about it in just a few minutes ago. A good picture of you and your family or your pets is a great idea. You want to make yourself personal. You want to make yourself like just a family that wants to buy some land, and you have a little land business on the side for right now, and you're good on your word. Facebook. Create or alter your Facebook page, and you can use your personal page, your personal website, Facebook presence, or you can set up a company Facebook page, a new business page, so people can find you and begin to post things daily. We'll talk about that a little bit in a minute, but if you're going to take this seriously, you have to have a Facebook presence, or at least weekly when you start to do it. When you start to get into this business, and the more places that you can write a blog or post your experience about learning how RealQuest data, or whatever you think is interesting, believe me, other people will find it interesting. Same thing with Instagram. Exact same thing. Instagram and Facebook are joined at the hip now, so they make it really easy for you to dual post. And as time goes on, it's much, much easier to hit 2 birds with 1 stone and 1 entry there. LinkedIn, it's been called the business Facebook, and create or ramp up some type of presence there. And whatever content you create for the other ones, you can use there too. I love LinkedIn. It's a lot more professional than Facebook. It's not as good for advertising or selling property, but it's a real good collaboration / I've like thousands and thousands of connections there now because I started a few years ago. YouTube, this is optional, especially in the beginning. Create a presence, even if you have no intention of posting videos yet. And later in the program, I'll talk about creating videos that sell property. You can see Landio or ruralvacantland.com for current examples. Those are 2 extremely successful members. And in my opinion, the vast majority of the reason that they're successful is because they have unbelievable videos. There's nothing that sells real estate better than a video and price. And if you're doing everything right, you're buying it cheap and selling it below retail, and you're presenting it great on the internet, you're going to smash it out of the park in this business. Landinvestors.com. All the questions you've ever had about the land business can be answered here. Create a presence if you don't already have one. Post your picture and start asking tons of questions here daily. People will come out of the woodwork to help you in this group that we have. And what you're also doing, inadvertently doing, is creating a presence there, because there's lots of lurkers on Land Academy that are in our group that just want to be your business partner. They want to fund you. So the more intelligent questions and the more you're showing that you're serious about this business on Land Investors, the better it's going to be. Incorporation. After about 10 deals that you've done in your personal name, let's say your name's John Smith, you buy and sell property in John Smith, a resident of Arizona or Maricopa County, Arizona. I see a lot of people that are very, very concerned about incorporating before they start to buy and sell real estate, and I think that's a mistake. I think that you need to know if you want to do this business before you do some of these big picture things. So get yourself thinking. about incorporating down the road. Don't have to do it yet. Office space. Very, very overlooked. Create a permanent space in your home, not the kitchen table, because you need some quiet time. This is a lot harder than just the sentence I said for a lot of people. I need a quiet place to work. Jill seems to be able to work amongst chaos and get a lot of stuff done. So depending on your personality, create some type of space or some workplace that actually works for you. That you don't have to go through 20 or 30 minutes to set up every time you're sitting down. It's a big deal. I think it stops a lot of people from getting things done on the schedule that they know is possible. Up next, identify your first target market. We're starting. This is it. We're going to get some offers in the mail soon. Before we do that, let's find a first target market. Join me.